broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers! Hello. Welcome to our weekly recap of this week's episodes of our favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives. Nice. I am your host, Tony. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do something different.
Okay.
Welcome, AfterBuzzers, to Dishin' on Days. Is that what it is?
Dishin' Days.
I'm sorry, let me do it again. Welcome, AfterBuzzers, to Dishin' Days. We're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
We're going to make that happen.
Dishin' Days.
Peter has been trying to make sure that we call this show Dishin' Days. So
I've been pushing since the first day.
So welcome, everyone. We're Dishin' Days.
Yes.
I'm your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by my lovely co-host. We have, with the very high hair,
closer to Jesus, Mark J. Freeman.
And
the real DOOL again, Peter.
Sorry.
Peter's having a moment.
Yes, I'm having
a Power Rangers moment.
A fanboy moment.
All right, so let's get right into it. What you guys think of this week's episodes?
It was a slow week this week. I mean, it wasn't as exciting as the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but
I was happy because I got my Teresa fix.
There was a lot of Teresa.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Teresa was a good topic this week. But I'm just really glad that we finally found out the name of the elephant.
Fred.
Fred the elephant.
Fred.
Oh, did they name it?
Yeah.
Pizza rolls.
Pizza roll moment. Okay.
Hashtag pizza rolls.
And it was a really touching moment between Daniel and his son, and you missed it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I did see that.
A very touching moment.
It's because it was... Oh, I won't say.
Oh, boy. And if you guys aren't joining us live, make sure you do. I'm in the chat room, so I'm going to be along with Alexis. Hey, yeah. Alexis in the booth.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Alexis.
Hi, Alexis.
So we're going to be looking at your comments. Join in on the chat with us. We would love to hear your comments and thoughts on this week's lovely episodes of Days of Our Lives.
And my hair.
And Mark's hair.
And my hair.
Yes.
Which is very high.
Very Conan.
All right, so
Thank you, Alexis.
You're welcome.
So let's dive right into this. We have first the Chad, Abby, Ben storyline.
I was trying to add all three names together. Chad. Hold on, I'll be over here.
Chadabin?
Just call him
Chabin. We have the Chabin storyline.
Team Banjo storyline.
Team Banjo.
Team Banjo.
Ding, 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 ding. So basically, I mean, this week has been really everyone wondering if Chad is still going to press charges against Ben. We also had confession time for Chad.
Yes.
Chad made his rounds like Nicole made her rounds the other day.
Right.
Yeah. Who will be next week?
Right. It's like every week someone's been making like a different round. Well, Teresa kind of had her week this week too, of just kind of like floating around.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's storyline just jumping all over the place.
Exactly. But this kind of started off when Kate accidentally reveals her whole theory, which was actually true, as far as what Chad did, as far as sending the letter to the police department, letting them know that Rafe withheld information, which inevitably got Rafe fired. Jordan, of course, overhears all this and comes in, and she does the, is that true?
No.
Well, I mean, she had to have heard it.
That was a wonderful soap face you guys missed.
Oh, I saw it.
We all saw it. It was in the middle of the hospital.
Yeah.
And so it's like, really, no one's going to overhear you talking about this. And Kate's like, oops, sorry, it slipped out.
And Chad gives a face like, are you serious? Now I have to clean this up. Thanks a lot for your big mouth. Again, Kate.
Really, Kate?
Really?
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So then it leads into Chad confessing, yes, he sent the letter, and now that's been revealed that he is the one. Like, we didn't know that already.
Yeah, which I'm surprised he did. I thought he would probably be a true demare and like try to cover it up. But the fact that he just was all like, yeah, I did it, and what,
I feel like it's a part of this plan that he has. Like, it was a little too truth-telling,
right,
for him to be like, yeah, I sent that, and I wasn't supposed to fall in love with Jordan. Oh, and by the way, Abby, I did it for you. Like, it's kind of like...
So you think the end game is to get Abby back?
100%.
I think so. I think he was right, that because of a few months ago, we realized that Kate and Chad were not really supposed to fall in love with Clyde and Jordan, but it was a part of some sort of plan. Like, they hinted at that at some point in time. Now Chad has just said, yeah, I wasn't supposed to fall in love with her, but I did, and now I got my feelings hurt, and now I'm dumped again, and now I don't have the girls that I want again. Oh, by the way, Stefano, can you help me get Kate?
That's right. He called his dad.
Yeah.
To destroy Kate.
Yeah. Stefano is still doing a lot without being in Salem.
Right.
He's in that same office. He's in that same room, just kind of like, I'm going to make sure that you guys are good.
Yeah.
Even though I can't come back in because I'll be arrested.
Katarina.
Yeah, Katarina.
Can we all just agree that's not her name?
That is her name, isn't it?
No.
Katarina.
Katarina?
In Italian.
Oh.
Yeah. The mayors of all...
But isn't it like Catherine?
Katarina.
Katarina is
when translated into Italian, it's Katarina. But they all do that. EJ did the same thing. It was never Sammy. It was Samantha. It wasn't Abby. It was always Abigail. It was always like full proper names.
But Chad. It's just Chad.
I don't think.
Doesn't he call him like Chadwick or something?
I don't think so.
I feel like there was one day where I was like, oh,
Chadwick.
I don't know.
Oh, Chadwick.
Or call him Chatty.
I know somebody named Chad.
Chatty. No, we don't. We don't need any more.
Nicknames?
No.
Because we got Paige.
We got Paige.
And then we have Roxy now.
We were introduced to Roxy.
Yes.
And I saw on Twitter they're calling it Jeeve for JJ and Eve.
Oh, that's right.
I think that was last week.
Yes, Jeeve. I don't know if I...
Jeeve, yeah. I know.
Sounds a little too close to something else.
Right. Yeah.
Anywho, so we find out that Chad... He says he's not going to press charges against Ben, which is what everyone was wondering about. But I thought, what a sort of a dick move. Can I say that?
Too late.
We always ask out.
Approved, Tony.
From Chad, by going up to Abby and being like, what would you do to make sure that Ben doesn't go to jail? And I'm like, listen, she has given it up to you. She's given it up to EJ. Like, she is sweet, innocent Abby. She's not the town slut. But kudos to Abby for being like, excuse me, whoosh, and just slaps him.
That was a good slap.
That was a good slap.
I love that whole interaction with them.
And they were so close together.
They were
so good.
But I felt like that we saw that there is still something between them.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You never forget your first.
No. Will never be your last.
So, I mean, that pretty much wraps up their storyline of all this week. Was just, ooh, are you going to press charges? Ooh, I didn't. These are my confessions.
And then Ben found out that she was there, and then he was going to go after. Remember, to stop him.
You know what I don't understand? Why is it such a big deal for them to say? Chad compared my sister to his ex in bed. Like, why is that such a big thing?
Because he doesn't want to drag Abby's name in the mud all over again. I mean, that was already taken out from the whole story that Will did for her. She left her name out, but I think he just doesn't want her to be, thrown out in the press again.
It just seems stupid to me. It's like, go on the stand and be like, listen, this is what he said. He said that Abby, who's my ex, was better in bed or whatever than Jordan, who's my current. And I wasn't going to take that, so I went and beat him up. Like, just say that.
Well, then the story's over.
Wait, what?
As it should be.
Speaking of stories that should be over, elephant.
Oh my God!
Fred the elephant.
Yeah.
That needs to be done.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Eric, tell Serena that Daniel has the elephant so that she can go to Daniel's house and switch it, and we can find out what's in that elephant.
Yeah.
Storyline done.
If she can pry it out of Parker's hand.
Listen,
because it's his new Lincoln Logs.
Listen, Parker goes to bed at what, 8?
Yeah.
You're still up. So
but
just
he
go.
cuddles with it. Did you see? He's. I'm not making this up.
First of all,
I'm making this
is
up.
that when they zoomed into Parker while he's holding it, even he knows it's silly because you saw him smiling.
He was smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
I'd really like this.
They cut away, and then they cut back to him, and he's just like. It's almost like they said, okay, now on this scene, you're going to close your eyes and pretend like you're asleep. like Parker didn't have that moment, as an actor. He didn't have that moment of like, I'm playing with this toy, but I'm getting so sleepy. Didn't have that moment.
No.
He just went straight to...
I suggest some good acting classes for him, though.
The Sierra acting classes?
The Sierra School of Acting.
Where it's all about you.
How to make every scene all
about you. So anywho, moving on, we have the very dramatic Eve, Paige, JJ, and now Roxanne storyline. First of all, note to Eve. Please stop showing up at Salem U if you are not taking classes or a professor.
But she likes the young boys, so I'm sure that's why she's there.
That's fine.
She needs her little eye candy.
Listen, she's already snagged a young boy, JJ. But you don't need to pop up.
She's not going there to see JJ, though. She's going there to see
her
daughter.
Yeah, and then it's always in the same area. She just walks in, hey. Who is... First of all, when I went to college, you had to have a parking pass. You had to park in a certain lot. You had to have a student ID. There were certain precautions. You can't just pop up on the campus. But Eve can just pop up in Salem U and be like, hey, Paige, just thought, I'd come in and check on you.
No, but today was a special day. It was a special day for Eve.
The day
she saved her. What?
And that was
she said.
But that was such lackluster too. It was like you know what today is, and I'm like, ooh, did someone die? Like, what happened?
It was the day Paige saved her mom from when the dad left.
I always say this about not just Days of Our Lives, but in general. Mm-hmm. Like when something really weird or stupid happens, I always try to picture the room of people
around
that
them?
came up with that idea. Like that there were probably 5 to 10 people in a room throwing out ideas, and somebody went, "Yes, that's it. That's the one we're going with. That's the best idea."
That's the reason why we're going to have Eve come to this.
And we're going to make up this story. I don't know. It's always so far-fetched.
Okay, when we get the writers in here,
you get them in here.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope one day we can get the writers in the room.
How many people are in the room? I want to know how many people are in the room.
Maybe they're writing.
Why am I not in the room?
Throw it in a hat and they just grab it.
I mean, I'd rather it be funny over the top than like so ridiculous. You know what I mean? I get it's a soap. I know I say that every episode.
Yeah.
I get it's a soap, but it doesn't have to be that ridiculous.
These are the days of our lives.
But I think it was to show a little tender moment between Eve and Paige.
Yeah, to kind of get them back on track.
Yeah, because that's what they need to do. I mean, so when the shit hits the fan, it can spread them apart and go all over again.
Well, trust me, Eve has been spreading it quite often.
Brave, Peter. I'm so proud of you.
That was my first time. I was worried about me.
It's always the quiet ones.
Right? I'm sorry.
So JJ has fulfilled the plan of finding someone to be the filler of the slut that Paige is looking for.
Or as Daphne likes to call her, Skank now.
Skank. So we have Skank and Slut. And so he calls on an old friend named Roxanne to come in and kind of pretend to be the new girlfriend. Which you mentioned, Mark, that Roxanne kind of looked like Camila, who played Gabby on the show. And she kind of did.
A little bit. Gabby.
Yeah.
A little bit.
2 shades of Gabby. But, I thought that she was a fun character.
I loved her.
Yeah.
I loved her. Like we talked about, I don't latch on to new ones right away, but there was I loved the chemistry with her and JJ. I thought it just I was very believable that they've known each other for a long time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it just they
just
fed
clicked
off of each other. Totally.
And you know the other thing about
much like Melanie and Brady.
Oh God. Leave Melanie alone.
Not.
You know what I felt like about Roxanne and JJ is that I almost, like, if I was friends with them, I would always wonder, why haven't you guys dated?
Yes, exactly.
Like, I don't get why this hasn't happened. You're a beautiful girl who liked to party and all this stuff like JJ did. It seems like you may be on the right track now, or you would be on the right track since JJ is now on the right track. Like, why? Like,
because she was the bad girl and he was the good boy. Because she even mentioned in that she was looking at Jack's picture, and she was like, "You were such a good, person before your father passed away."
But I think
so. They should bring Jack back.
I knew that was coming.
Hashtag bring Jack back.
I knew that was gonna happen if I mentioned his name.
I took that as good, as in like he maybe wasn't as deviant. Like, yeah, they used to smoke pot together, and maybe a little bit, but then like he just kind of went off the deep end. When his
Throwing
dad
chairs
died.
through windows.
Yeah, like maybe some anger management issues, but. I thought they were good, and then suddenly I was like, I don't understand why you went for Paige.
Yeah.
Well, because she was in Chicago.
Which Paige knows where Chicago is.
She knows where
Paige, when they that whole meeting between JJ, Roxanne, and Paige, like Paige was kind of braced herself like, okay, like this is the moment where happen. And then as Roxanne talked, she just got annoyed by her.
Well,
She's
the
like,
way JJ, he's like put his arm around her. Yeah, and was just like, oh well, this is the girl, blah blah blah.
And then Paige didn't seem fazed by anything with Roxanne
until
but lurking in a bush was Eve, who seemed very upset, who walked right up to him and said, "Who's this slut?"
Right, the slut.
Is this the slut that hurt?
Where's our slut logo?
I'm making it right now. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Like, she was very, very upset with JJ and this, and it's like, and you're almost in there watching like, this is the plan y'all talked about. Like,
that's what I was thinking.
What's your problem?
At first, I thought she was like going with the plan. It was just like,
that's
okay, she's doing what she needs to do. But then after Roxanne left, because she got a call, she was still writing. Well, sorry, she was still, on JJ's case.
She was so upset.
Can't you say that?
Well, no, I could say writing his case, but that
that's what you were going to say.
Throws another mental picture up there.
What? Like, yeah.
I think we have that picture. Can we? No, I'm kidding.
I want to pause for a second.
How dare you?
I want the one I sent you.
Yes.
Send it right now.
I want to pause for a second and give a shout out to the 20 people that are chatting along with us in our live broadcast. Hey, everybody. I'm starting to see some familiar names, though, like Daquan Jenkins. Oh, yes. Shout out to you.
How come I don't get that applause?
We also, P.S. Daquan says, stop hating on Melanie.
Thank you. Oh, sorry, you're watching the wrong show.
But then he said, although Melanie and Brady are in question for me. Shout out to Crystal Clear, hello LA Punk 88, Matt Kitty, Miranda, The Surge. Daquan has a question: is Jennifer a good mother? She's a nosy mother, I can tell you that.
Way too nosy.
She's real nosy.
Think that makes her a good mother.
No.
Why not?
No.
You don't want to
make her a good mother.
There's a difference between being like being a great mother, and being there, like being open to, like, if your kids need to talk about something,
she has
being open to that, and also discipline them when they need to and things like that. Yeah. But then there's just flat out nosing.
She's flat out nosy.
She knows Eve. She knows.
Didn't she even pick up his phone, like go through his phone too when it was at the house? Did Jennifer do that?
Well, no, she had. No. She had the phone and questioned him. Okay, that's fine. But with this whole Roxanne thing and being like, he's not dating Roxanne. Yeah. There's no way. And then calling Roxanne and
let's get to.
You know what? Actually, wait. Where's my phone? Actually, can we do a reenactment? Yes. I'm Jennifer. You're Roxanne.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm Roxanne. Okay,
yeah.
And go.
Hey, Roxanne.
Oh. Jennifer?
Yeah, hi. Listen, I heard that I got your number from your parents and heard you were in town. Would you like to? I wanted to see if you'd like to get together sometime tonight.
Sorry, I am breaking up.
That was weird.
I think that was pretty spot on.
That was very spot on.
I don't think she called her Jennifer. I think she said Mrs.
Can we have
Horton,
the
but-
applause thing?
Thank you. Where's that applause again?
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, whatever. But she's in for it next week. Let's say that she is in for it. So yeah, and that's pretty much that storyline this week was just introduced. Oh no. Paige asked Cole out.
Yeah. Well, Cole, I guess she did kind of.
Paige was like, hey, do you want to hang out? And he's like, sure. And I kind of looked at him like, I don't like you guys together either. But good for you.
I mean,
you're out of bad boy school and
Cage.
Sure. Cage
or pole.
We want to stay away from the pole.
I'm team jocks.
What's jocks?
JJ and Roxanne.
Jocks. Oh, this is a perfect thing to find out. Who would you guys like to see paired together? Would you like to see JJ and Paige paired together, or JJ and Roxanne, or Paige and Cole?
Or
you
JJ
let us
and
know.
Eve.
Or JJ and Eve. So you let us
or
know.
Or JJ and Caroline.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Come on.
I mean, it's Salem. Anything's possible.
That's too much. So let us know who's your favorite pair out of that. Would you like to see JJ with Eve, Roxanne, or Paige? Or would you like to see Paige with JJ or Cole? So comment below, comment in the chat room. Let's find out what people are saying.
Take a poll.
Yeah, that's a quick little poll there. I'm being team too much and being team nosy because I'm going back to my nose, but then I'm also watching us, but then I'm also watching the chat room, so I'm doing a lot.
Oh, Mark and
last week I was like, I was going to get in the chat room, but like I would have been overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Trying to watch that and everything else.
No, I think I'm doing a pretty good job here. So now moving on to Teresa.
That SI.
We just put Teresa in her own little category because
she was just in everybody's business this week.
She was, but
most importantly, she saved Brady.
Yes.
from
relapsing.
Ann Milbauer, head of HR. How are you drunk at the hospital?
Oh my God! Can I tell you, when she first walked into that scene, I thought it was a mistake. Because when she walked in, she bumped into the elevator. I was like, oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen. And I rewinded it. I was like, did she really try to do that? And then I saw she bumped in, and I was like, oh no, she made a mistake. And then when she came in drunk, I was like, okay, so that was all part of the whole scene.
Yeah.
But I did say a couple weeks ago, I think there should be more drinks.
There you go.
I should be careful what I ask for.
Right?
Although I did specify that I thought it should have been the college kids.
Well,
not necessarily
you
Anne in her wrap dress.
You mentioned Never Have I, the game, and that was brought up on another soap opera.
Oh, he said the...
Oh, you said Never Have I?
Never Have I Ever, and then it came up on Young and the Restless. You were away, though, when we were talking about it.
I was up in Canada A. But yes, Teresa saved Brady from the... But all of her moments this week were very awkward. Like, she ran in and was just like, no.
I know.
Boom. Yeah.
Well,
I'm still mad at you.
Well, just to let you know that this is what I have to say, and I'm still mad, and now I'm going to walk away.
And I love that Brady was like, that was even kind of weird for you.
like, why can't she just have bumped into him like, oh my God, Brady, oh, I'm so sorry. I was just...
It just seemed like a comedy sketch.
Yeah, like maybe tripped over her heel. Like she literally walked in and was just like,
smack.
And he's like, it's almost like she came in like, and another thing I wanted to say why I couldn't say out there, I'm still mad.
Yeah, exactly, right. And exit.
And but then they had a very tender moment in Horton Town Square.
Yes,
which got screwed up by Brady.
Oh.
With Teresa, when she was like, oh, so that's how you see me? You actually think I was going to do that? And then she got really upset with him.
Oh,
about being his girlfriend?
No, about how he thought he would put it past her that she wouldn't save him.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That might have been a moment that I drifted away. I'm sorry. Like a lot of times this week I was watching, and then I would notice that my mind would just kind of drift because I wasn't so engaged.
With Mark and having pizza rolls?
I was in charge of the pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
You know, we should add a new segment called "What was your hashtag pizza roll moment?"
Yeah. What was the moment you missed? I said last week I'm going to call Geno's. I'm going to see if we can get them to sponsor the show, and we can just show pizza rolls commercial.
Have a plate of pizza rolls.
I said, oh, can we do that?
Have a plate of pizza rolls
for when we have guests. I think we should offer them pizza rolls.
Can we do that, Alexa?
Yes,
because I have a bag of pizza rolls that's just sitting at home that needs to be eaten. I have cheese and pepperoni.
We'll get the pizza rolls next week.
Hold on, guys. Doesn't pizza rolls symbolize you're bored?
No, it symbolizes hunger.
That's why you eat the pizza rolls, because you're bored of what's going on.
See, that's how I took it.
Pizza rolls because they're probably going to be bored.
No, we're offering pizza rolls because they're pizza rolls, but we're saying like we miss things because pizza rolls grab our attention because they're so exciting. They're much more exciting than what's being watched.
So if we're offering our guests pizza rolls, so the pizza rolls they're going to be focused on the pizza rolls than us.
You're taking it too deep. You're taking it too deep.
Psychology major. I'm sorry.
Yeah. P.S. Someone LKR0722 asked, "How is Ann still employed?"
Well, I said again last week. I don't know how much of it you heard when you were watching us, but I even said I think we can now say goodbye to Ann instead of giving her promotion. Let's fire her. And then I loved Eve and Teresa palling around town together last week.
Eve and Teresa?
Eve and Teresa. What did I say? Is that what I said? Eve and Teresa?
You just said Eve and Teresa right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, I liked them together. I liked that whole scene with her and Jennifer. Mm-hmm. Them with Jennifer. And the scene when and I was like,
even Jennifer did not make sense this week. Like that whole arguing back and forth, and then she almost told Jennifer that her and JJ have been round.
Oh, she was drinking again. I mean, how much wine supply does she have in her house?
A lot. She's gonna like my house. You come over anytime.
Oh, LA Punk 88 said pizza rolls equals poor people's hot pockets.
I'll take
it.
That's so shady.
That is shady. Listen, I'll take it. Listen, if I'm not feeling a hot pocket, I'm definitely going to pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls are just easy to pop.
Yep. Yeah. You just nuke them in the microwave.
Hot pocket, you kind of got to get up.
You got to cut it. You got
plate.
I think they're popcorn hot pockets, like popcorn chicken.
Oh, I like that.
Pop pockets.
Pop pockets.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal Clear, for letting us know that Food Lion, which is more of an East Coast type of a grocery store, has pizza rolls on sale for $6.
Thank you.
I love that. I love it. I love that. Thank you very much for that tidbit. I'm going to buy them.
I love our fans.
Yeah. So basically, with Teresa, she just went around town trying to save people. Oh, and the whole Dr. Mandrake thing.
Yes.
So she's looking for
the paper.
She's found the number because she's looking for Clint.
But before that, can we just go back to when she tried to call Clint?
And she. Well, no. Well, first of all, that whole dialogue that she had with herself was
exactly.
like, "I'm not that girl."
Yeah,
I am.
I am that girl.
And I was like, "What? He changed his number, Ruth." And then like she finds that number, and then it's like, "Hello, hi, this is Teresa Donovan." Click, and it's like, first of all, kudos to whoever is playing Dr. Mandrake. He came in for that one day for that one shot, and like, done. He said in the script, "You hang up the phone." Okay, perfect. Ready and action.
Well, he says this is Dr. Mandrake.
Huh?
Well, he has to get paid.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah, he has to say something. But
under five.
But now I like the fact that that storyline is starting to roll a little bit, and I like that Melanie is kind of involved in it because her and Teresa had a great moment when they first met.
That was great. I do
like they liked the same things. They enjoyed each other. Like they looked like they were going to be besties until she said her last name was Donovan and Melanie said her last name was Jonas, and then suddenly they were like arch enemies.
I can't blame Teresa.
Stop hating on Melanie, Mark.
Just hate on her dress.
Yeah.
Her sweater dress, which she continued to wear this week until Friday when she decided to change finally.
Well,
I'm just going to be quiet.
Oh, boy. So some other little tidbits. Paul Moms Paul's mom comes to Salem.
Mrs. Norita-san.
And was I the only one that thought that his family still lived in Japan?
No, I thought they did too.
I did too.
But she said
San Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she was like, we can get on the last flight right now. And I'm thinking, like, you just gonna hop on a flight to Japan? Yeah. She's like, to San Francisco. And I'm like, y'all live in San Francisco? I did not realize that. But yeah, I love that she came to Salem and was basically like, I'm here to take you home.
Yeah, coming to get you.
Yeah.
You need to hang out with Jennifer and Eve.
Yeah.
You've done what you did here. Got it done.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But that moment when she was introduced to Marlena, and she's like, and I'm like,
so that confirms right there
that the whole theory that you guys have that Paul is
Jack.
Stop.
John Black.
Jack is dead.
I combined John Black and Jack.
That confirms right there that he has to be John's son now.
You think so?
Well, yeah. Come on.
Or
I mean,
it
Mark
could be. It could be Jack. Honestly, it could be.
It's not Jack.
So why would Mama Narita freak out when she saw Marlena?
And she tried to say that she was clumsy, but it's like you clearly recognize her.
Because Jack used to talk about his friends back in Salem. And
you say I was going for a stretch.
You're really stretching. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, that was towards you.
That was for me.
That was towards you.
This is where I leave.
So I'm interested in seeing. I'm interested in seeing how that story unravels and what's going to happen with Paul's mom and Tori and the connection that she has, because obviously there's a connection that she's going to have with Salem.
I like the Narita. Like I'm liking all of them.
Me too.
I like that their storyline is. If we need to bring another family in, let's let it be the Noritas. I like
good.
This.
And
I think Paul could have a sister somewhere or a twin or something.
A twin.
Daquan. Hello, Daquan.
Hello, Daquan. He's going to yell at me for Melanie.
Daquan wants to know, am I the only one that thinks why aren't they talking in Japanese when it's Paul and his mom and use subtitles? I was only curious about that.
That would be actually kind of cool.
But you know what? They tried that with Gabby and Rafe. Like back then, they would talk in Spanish and they would do subtitles. And I think from what I heard, it didn't quite go over well with fans.
Well, because Rafe has a very, very awful Spanish accent. Awful.
Oh, really? I don't speak
like Teresa speaks good Spanish, but
I'm
Rafe,
fluent Pig Latin. I am.
Someone said, no more Damaras, please no.
No, that's what I guess. Yeah. I'm 100% that. I was reading, I was going to tell you, I was reading an article about Paul, and he was talking about his audition process for Days and how he got cast and everything. And it was down to him, I think he said him, an African-American guy, and then I feel like maybe it was and then maybe a white guy. I don't know. There were 3 different ethnicities, and he said that he got a phone call, and they said, "Do you by chance speak Japanese?" And he said, "Yeah, I do." And then that's when they're like, "Okay, then we know where we want this to go."
Oh,
and
perfect.
And so that was kind of the deal.
The deal
set that went for him.
Okay,
but I think that's great.
Yeah,
because Days needs a little diversity.
Yeah,
totally.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Speaking of diversity, if you guys ever decide to expand Maxine's family, I think
or Abe.
Maxine.
Okay.
Let's go with Maxine.
Because Abe's storyline.
Abe would be a stretch. Because, I mean, they would. Where has this kid been? But I think Maxine needs a family, and I think she could use a son in Salem. I wonder who that could be.
Me. I could be adopted.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to show a photo that I have of me and Aloma Wright, who plays Maxine. And I met her and I told her, I said, I'm only taking this photo because I didn't take a photo with anyone else. I said, I'm taking this photo because I really want to play your son and I really want to show people how much we look alike and how this could work. So if you go to my Instagram at Lounging with Tony, you can find it, but I'll show it next week.
You said the same thing when we took a picture together, though.
Lies. Shout out to James Lott, who was here last week in my place. He said hi and he misses you guys. Hi, James. Thanks for filling in for me, but you'll be here soon because I won't be
back.
here. Yeah. Also, some people say they wish they would bring back Belle, Sean, and Mimi. I really do wish they would bring back Belle and Sean because they've been around
for sure
forever.
I actually tweeted, bring Brandon Beamer back, and he actually responded, and he said he would be honored and thrilled to come back, and I thought it was nice of him to reply and everything.
Let us know who else you think should come back that hasn't been on for a while or that went into the abyss. We all know Jack. Mark.
Can we unplug his mic real quick?
So make sure you comment below or comment in the chat. Let us know who you would like to see come back. And I think in our earlier poll, and then we'll have to move on, a lot of people I saw were kind of rooting for JJ and Roxanne.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah,
I hope they do bring her back. I hope they listen to. I think they do, though. I really think that
She's
the
gonna
writers
stay
and
around
stuff they listen to what the fans are saying and think of things, because I think that she was great.
And
she did a great job.
Fans do definitely have a
impact.
An impact. Yeah. Because I don't know if I shared it here or if I told you guys. That's why Maxine is really a part of it.
Because really like the character.
Like, she was only supposed to be one day, and then fans liked her, and so they keep bringing her back.
Yeah,
she is sassy. I like that.
That's why they have
and
her.
I can be sassy too.
Can be
we
sassy.
can testify. We can testify.
Just saying. All right, so before we wrap up, a couple of other things. Hope talks to Marlena about Sierra when Sierra was kidnapped.
Yes.
And if those memories will come flooding back. But we all know the reason why that she's talking to Marlena about this is because she wants to see if Chase is going to remember killing his mom.
I think they should have a scene of Chase and Sierra remembering together.
I killed my mom. I was kidnapped.
Sandbox. Wait, you killed? Yeah, I think
she got kidnapped by her birthday buddy.
Sierra would just nail it.
But I also want to say, I did mention this before the show, is that I love how when Hope was bringing up that whole story, that she just conveniently left out that she was addicted to sleeping pills that whole time.
And that she was going around bashing powerful men.
Right. 5. I think there was 5 total. That she, and then got thrown in jail.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, Marlena was killing people, and she's still
Salem stalker.
Let's not forget about that.
Also, I keep doing shout outs. Shout out to Andrew, who Facebooked me and said he's watching my show live. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Thank you for being a big supporter. Also, last little tidbit, Melanie enlists Nicole's help to find out more information about Dr. Mandrake. They find out some interesting information as far as his tax records. Melanie said, I'll put in a good word for you with my dad. But then Melanie seems like she wants to abandon ship with the whole plot.
Well, because I think they're trying to push it now to Nicole
doing
just doing it on her own.
Nicole and Daniel. I feel like there was somebody else at the end of the week that started getting involved with it, and I was like, they want Melanie out of the picture. Can't say I blame them. And then they're gonna.
I think the reason why Melanie backed off is because Teresa confronted her about it. And so Mal was like, I don't want to have anything to do with Teresa, so that's why she just backed off. Because she confronted her in the hospital. Remember, she was like, what? Why are you talking about Dr. Mandrake and all that stuff?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So, FYI, Mark.
Yeah.
The Nikki Nux 22 would like to see Jack and Steve back.
Yes!
So you do have someone else.
Together.
The brothers.
Yeah. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, so
I mean, they could use Jack right now. Like he would actually have a storyline.
I think you
Eve
could
would
use
stop
Jack.
getting her money, her royalties.
Oh well,
because he's alive. So that would cut those off, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hashtag fact check. Could you please let us know if you're an attorney? Made Alexis laugh, I think.
All right, so
it did.
Thank you.
And that was this week of days. Now let's get to our fun stuff that we like to do. Yay! And I'm going to kick it off.
Okay, I have to practice mine.
Everyone knows that we like to do our own individual segments, and this week we're going to always bring this to you. So we're going to start with me and the 3 Snaps Awards. So I was... I like that. 3 Snaps Awards for that. So my 3 Snaps Award, I almost gave it to Abby's right hand for slapping Chad.
That's actually cute.
That was cute.
That's cute.
But I'm actually going to give my 3 Snaps Award to Chad DeMera.
Okay.
For his confessions.
Taking the slap.
For his confessions. For confessing all of his wrongdoings this week. So, Chad DiMera, played by Billy Flynn, you get Tony's official 3-snap award.
Oh, snap! Oh, I want to hear what she has for mine. Oh, God. I hope you have something for mine.
And now we're going to move right along to our WTF moment of the week, brought to you by the one and only Real Dooligan.
Thank
Peter.
you, sir. Well, my WTF of the week. What did I just have? British accent? Might have a British accent right there. The WTF moment of the week is something that happened that we didn't discuss here at the table. It was the whole Will and Sonny in the hospital this week.
Yeah.
When they were going at it.
Yes.
My WTF is what I really want to throw my remote control to at my TV. But I was just getting so frustrated with Will. He is my WTF. It's like, WTF, Will, are you seriously trying to pull this off and like start putting your blame on Will?
Put everything on
Sonny.
I was like, WTF, Will, what?
Exactly, because he totally tried to flip the script on him, like, well, had you told me about Paul, then we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Then he tried to be like, oh, well, you were in love with Paul, so that's, I took notes, and I put the pieces together, and it was just, you came to Salem, and all of a sudden you found love with me. It's like, you want to marry me? I'm like the second best, or what?
No, it's
next best thing.
It wasn't that. Wow. It's like when a relationship doesn't go right, you end that, but then you find someone else that you click with just the same.
Sonny shot him down right away. He was like, yeah, Paul tried to come to me. I have my ring. I stayed committed.
Yeah.
You didn't.
You did not.
Yeah.
Why don't you keep your stuff in your pants, Will?
Thank you.
Then we wouldn't have a problem. Don't be trying to turn it around on Sonny.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
That's my WTF. And that's all I got to say.
And now to another kinder, tender moment. We have Mark's quotes.
Yes! Quote of the week. Do we have a... no?
No.
With that attitude.
Oh! I like it. All right, so
gonna be the
there were actually some really good quotes this week. Rafe had a good one about if you want to start waves, you really go full tsunami or something like that. That was one of the ones I almost went with Rafe.
Yeah.
But I had to go with my girl Nicole. It was like the second scene on Monday. I think it started with Melanie or somebody, and then the next scene was Nicole on the phone with her boss. And she says, and I quote, you need to sift through some garbage? I'm the best. You need someone to dig up dirt? I'm your girl. Now, if you want that to keep happening, I suggest we talk about a raise.
Boom, with that attitude.
Yeah! And then he hung up on her.
And she was like, hello?
Hello?
Caller,
It was
you
the
there?
best. Oh, I actually rewound and played. It was my...
Oh my gosh, you guys, we have 23 people watching us.
Nice.
Yay.
Sorry.
Now listen, if you guys are enjoying us and enjoying our talk about Days of Our Lives, and if you guys are enjoying the live chat, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Make sure you share the live link whenever we post it, and post our
Brought to you
recap.
by Chat Roll.
Yes. And make sure... Not pizza roll, but chat roll. But make sure you guys share with all Days of Our Lives fans that we do this recap every week right here at AfterBuzz at 6 p.m. So make sure you subscribe to AfterBuzz, let people know so that we can get more people involved, because we want to get these views up, because we are going to start bringing in some special guests for you guys. So we want to make sure things are good. So make sure you share this with all of your favorite Days of Our Lives fans.
Mark,
Yes.
is this a good enough soundbite for your slut stuff?
Let's hear it.
Ignorant slut.
I like that.
Good
Dan
job.
Aykroyd. That was really good.
Alexis is on it.
I love Dan Aykroyd.
I love it.
All right, so let's travel over to some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so shout out your biggest fan. Say please. Hello, Lacey. I love you.
That's news and gossip.
That's news and gossip.
Well, no, but that's what someone just tweeted me, so I figured I would shout that out really quick.
Okay, I thought that was news.
All right, so starting off with news and gossip, we have the Arrowheart event where you can meet.
That you said
no,
I think you said Animal Heart.
no, Arrowheart. Okay. Arrowheart is the nonprofit organization that was started by Ari Zucker and her brother Todd, and you guys have a chance to meet Ari Zucker and Sean Christian in Sacramento starting March 27th to benefit their nonprofit Arrowheart, as I already said. So make sure you check out their event. All details and information can be found at arrow-heart.com. They have a lot of different events planned for March 27th, March 28th, and March 29th. So make sure you check out all of that, including ticket information, and meet Nicole Walker and Dr. Daniel Jonas, Ari Zucker, and Sean Christian. And of course, if you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, Dual Coast Events has several Days of Our Lives actors appearing that day. We have Daniel Cosgrove, Eric Martzoff, Jen Lilly, Guy Wilson, Galen Garing, Cassie DePavia. I always feel like I mispronounce her name.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Last week.
I love you. Also, Patsy Pease, and of course, Christopher Sean has just been added, and the event will be hosted by me.
Where's the applause?
Crickets.
There's too many things, guys. There's too many buttons.
That event is happening April 11th in Atlanta, Georgia. So thank you, Peter. So if you would like more information, make sure you visit dualcoastevents.com. And another big announcement, Martha Madison, who used to play Belle on the show, is starting a new web soap series called Winterthorn.
She looks amazing.
Doesn't she? Look at her. Big shout out to Martha. And if you guys want to help out with this project, they are taking donations. So make sure you look up their Indiegogo crowdfund.
I want that. Can you see me? I think I should come in here and that.
You want to be Winterthorn?
Yes. Martha, can I borrow that?
Then I'm gonna have to move over here because all those feathers are just gonna be on my face.
So if you guys want to help out with their crowdfunding, make sure you visit their Indiegogo page, and the link is in our description down below. So make sure you check that out. And shout out to Martha Madison for her next project.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't keep her from coming to Days if I want her to come back.
Oh, I wonder if she's still open to coming back to Days. I think she is.
Maybe they'll have Miss Storms come back.
Yeah.
I mean, if they need me to fill in, I could.
What?
I'd rather have Martha.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Instead of who?
Kirsten.
Oh, but I like Kirsten.
I mean, I started with Kirsten.
I like Kirsten. I know. I met her a long time ago. She used to date a friend of mine.
I have a soft spot for Martha.
She took me to the set. That's how I got to go to the set.
Oh, really?
I spent the day with her. It was fun. She was very sweet to me. And so was Drake Hogenstein. Hogenson. Sorry.
And then, Mark, you have some news about
yes,
Venice?
I saw on Crystal Chappelle's I think it was on her Instagram that the Venice DVD seasons 1 and 2 are now out. I think it was VeniceTheSeries.com is where you can get the
DVD,
the DVDs if you wanted to look into that. Yeah. And also.
Next, we have
next one.
Actually,
that's you,
Camila, who is ex-Gabby, can be seen in a new Hyundai commercial.
Elantra.
So check her out in that. Yeah.
Ex-Gabby? You mean she's not coming back?
Well, maybe one day.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not sure. And then we had one more piece of news for you. Alexis, do you have that screenshot?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Mary Beth Evans, I follow her on Instagram as well. And she's shooting a new comedy sitcom called This Just In, directed by Gregory J. Martin of the Bays, with Christo Andrews and Gregory J. Martin. So that's, there she is.
There it is.
Adorable.
Yay, that was the announcement that she made on her Instagram.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Mary Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And now let's move on to some predictions. James says you are Winterthorn.
You're AFTERBUZZ TV.
You are Winterthorn.
I am Winterthorn. With this, I like this. Now picture it with the feathers and the turtleneck.
All right, so in the preview that I watched, because I had to know, we see, because this past week, Jennifer decided to steal
the keys.
Well, she didn't steal. She found them.
No, she stole them.
She could have said, "Oh, Eve, you dropped your keys."
Yeah.
That's thievery.
Yeah, she stole them. She stole them, and she walks in on Eve and JJ having
Is she walking in with her
making love.
Did she walk in with her cat suit that Daniel Jonas conveniently told her that she was wearing a cat suit?
Yeah.
Her black cat suit?
No.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't?
Yeah, she's in the.
Is she in the black cat suit?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
she is.
which I think was really cool. That now she's like this little thief. Okay, she stole the keys. Now she's going to enter.
Now she's like,
right?
Yeah.
what are you doing with my son?
Yeah.
Can I just say #gross for like you walking in on your son?
I've been waiting for.
Oh my God.
To have Jennifer find out about Eve and JJ.
Oh,
I'm
so
thrilled and elated and can't wait. And I'm going to put in an extra box of pizza rolls.
So we're going to see how that unfolds. And then I also read that Sonny is going to be leaving Salem for a short amount of time to think about the relationship, which we kind of figured that it could have been because of some legal
Running with the law
stuff that Freddie has had to deal with.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what's going to happen with...
He's a fellow good Ohio boy like me.
He is. Go Buckeyes.
Go Bucks, national champs.
Yeah. So we'll see. And so you guys let us know about your predictions. What do you think is going to happen next week in the show? And before... Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention that we do read the comments in our YouTube page, and I just want to give a shout out to Maven Cree and T Leakia06 for correcting us that there is a gay club in Salem called The Spot.
The Spot. Oh,
Also,
and then do we have the winner of the caption, Tony? Let me tell y'all something about those pictures. Those are not the pictures that I approved, but they were funny.
Yeah, well, I think that's a little game we could play when one of us is not here.
I'm never leaving.
Well, you guys will get to play that game 2 times in March.
You go.
Right?
I'll get some more pictures. So the winner of the caption that pick for Tony is his name is Nicholas on Twitter, and he captioned, "Holy hell, look at Mark's hair." So I think
I love it, Nicholas.
So you'll be getting. I'll be messaging you on Twitter, and you'll be getting that water bottle.
Yay! And I'm going to be sending you a lock of my hair.
Not in the water bottle, please.
And I want to give another last minute shout out to all of you guys who have been chatting with us live and talking about the show with each other. Thank you guys so much for joining that live chat. And please make sure you tune in every week with us and let people know about the chat so we can get these numbers up. I was proud to say that the most numbers that we've had so far since we started this was 23.
Nice.
So I'm very excited about that. So keep that chat rolling.
Right.
Before we go, though, let's find out where we can find each other. So, Mark, where can they find you if they want to?
On Instagram or Twitter, I am at Lorraine Love. At Lorraine Love. Just at Lorraine Love.
At Lorraine Love.
LORAYNELOVE. Only because Tony hates that I spell it. And I just want to give a hello to all my friends that watch. My friend Glenn back in Atlanta, who is going to probably stalk you at the event.
Oh, Glenn, I look forward to meeting you in Atlanta.
He's already hit me up like, how do I get it? And I'm like, dial it back. And my friend James, who messaged last week, and my friend Matt that was watching tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I appreciate the support.
And
Awesome.
Peter?
With me, you can just contact me on Twitter at @TheRealDooligan. That's it. That's all I have.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Lounging with Tony, or on my website, loungingwithtony.com. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Alexis.
Thank you, Alexis, for holding it down in the booth.
Aw, thanks, guys.
And thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next Sunday for another wonderful recap of our favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives. You have been Dishin' Days.
Yeah!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.